एक सेकेंड. I hope the tea is as per your liking.
Yes, it's amazing. Thank you.
नहीं संभालो रख दो गरम ना नहीं जा. I hope the tea is as per you. I'm sorry, पर मेरे को तो अभी हंसी छूट रही है. It just calms me and grounds me.
You forgot to ask this question.
Anyway. Hello, welcome to the 11th by the Upper Story. For today's episode, we have with us a dynamic mother-daughter duo. My first guest is someone who has been a part of the fashion and glamour industry for over 2 decades. She took the fashion world by storm with her design sensibilities and exceptional craftsmanship. She has taken the traditional craft to international fashion arenas and is a true promoter of Indian textiles and handlooms. And with her, we have her daughter. She's beautiful, bright and talented. We would like to welcome Archana and Simran Kochhar. It's a pleasure to have you here, Archana and Simran.
Thank you so much for having us over.
This feels so weird. Usually we catch up over dinner, but today there are so many cameras involved.
Yeah, it really feels like someone's hearing our conversation. And I don't think people should hear the conversations we're having over dinner. Okay, today we're here to give people a little glimpse into how this mother-daughter camaraderie works. But before we start, Archana and Simran, can I offer you some tea?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
I hope the tea is as per your liking.
It's very nice. Thank
I hope
you.
yours is okay.
It's perfect. Thank you so much.
Mama and my mood literally hinge on the taste of our tea. It's a little too important for us to taste perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, tea time was like my me time. That 15 minutes with everything going on, the chaos during the day, work, family. That 15 minutes is very important for me. It just calms me and grounds me.
Nice. Nice. Something that I like to do for my me time is I like to manifest every morning. I like to manifest positive things every single morning. And that really sets the tone for my day and makes my day go better. And one other activity that I have been doing for a while is I like to spend some time decluttering. I think it just shifts everything and makes it better. So I like to do these two things. Try to walk every day if I can. So these are the things I like to do.
In fact, the book by Louise Hay, that really changed my life. I completely, with all the affirmations and all, I've been following since like 5-6 years now. And decluttering also. I think it's all one step after the other. Decluttering is also, I'm at it. It's been 5-6 years.
Nice.
I think I'm 80% there. Feels great.
Yes.
But it's an ongoing process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Simran, how about you? How do you like to spend your me time?
I think for me, me time is really important because otherwise you just burn out, right? So I think for me, the me time is when I go to the gym. I get those 45 minutes to an hour just to myself with my music or with my favorite TV show. And it just really grounds me and, gives perspective to my full day and my next day. So I think that really helps. What about you, Pranaya? What is your me time like with school and so many things going on?
Honestly, I, for the longest time, didn't get the idea of me time. Mama, of course, really believes in taking time out for yourself to rest and then you can bounce back stronger. A friend of mine is always like, me time is important, but I somehow can't wrap my head around that concept.
Simran, now that you're working with your mom for the label Archana Kochhar, has the controversial N word ever crossed you?
I think that because we live in India and generationally, it's been that you take on your parents' work, right? So I think for me, it's not come out as much. Like it's been like oh, she will do this kind of a thing. So it's been kind of the opposite of the N-word or nepotism, as one would say. So it's been kind of the opposite, and I've got a lot of support. I've got a lot of appreciation for joining my mom's business and trying to take the brand forward. So I'm actually very, grateful for all of that and grateful for all the support.
Yeah, I can really see how Archana is like now moving one step to another with you also joining in. Earlier, I used to get to see her in India, but now she's always on the tour. Archana, it's been a while since Simran and you've been working together. How has it been for you?
So the biggest thing is that, she joining me, and when she made the decision to join me, the first thing that I felt was very, very grateful that she decided to join me, because it is so nice to have someone to give it to.
Yeah.
People, in the olden, we used to hear people used to say, inko de, unko de. But I just feel it's so nice to have someone. If you don't have someone joining you, have no one to give it to. So I'm so grateful she's joined me. And also with her coming in, there's such a new perspective to things. So I get to learn so many new things. I get to learn how this generation thinks. And there's been a whole shift in my method of working thanks to her. So there's so much I've learned from her. So I'm very, very grateful.
Yes, I can really understand, because now with Pranaya also, working with her for every equal and everything, we do have our share of differences, but we are learning to work like a team and in collaboration. But it's wonderful. And it's, wonderful to learn also from this generation.
I think one thing Mama and I actually learned was like we agreed to disagree, which was something was great learning with Mama.
So nice.
Simran, how about you? Was working with Archana auntie, your mom, a natural transition for you?
I think it was very natural because ever since I was a little girl, I've been like on every weekend when mom was traveling, I used to travel with her for fashion shows and backstage and, have a count of all the clothes and which model was wearing which outfit. And, even through college, every semester, like every summer I was back, I was interning at the store, learning different aspects of the business. So I don't think it was a hard transition. I would say it was honestly a very natural transition. And it's been very great because I think since I was a kid, I was training for the role that I am, executing today. So yeah, it's been very nice.
It's said beautifully, whatever you want to make your child learn or whatever, it's always, it's more that the kid would observe rather than, they learn it fast.
Yeah. Practical experience always, makes you learn so much faster for anything in life. Yeah.
Archana, I have a question for you. What is your take on casting couch and fashion?
So I think things have changed a lot now. They're a lot better than they used to be. And, people have become more accepting and more open. So as far as models are also concerned, so we did a show at New York where we actually had models on wheelchairs with us. And they were great, those models on wheelchairs. And everybody accepted and appreciated that. So I think people have become more open-minded and accepting. We had a girl with a prosthetic arm who walked for us and she looked amazing. So I think the whole fashion scene has changed, and people's idea of loving themselves and accepting themselves has taken ground. So, the way they see themselves has changed, and hence the way the world sees them has changed.
Yeah. Also with our other industry, like all the Bollywood and all, we see these days all the heroines, after being mother, they've all bounced back and so good. And it's so wonderful to see them.
Yes, it's so good. Because, a woman have sacrificed more than men, everywhere, I think, in the world. So this is, it's nice to see the importance they're getting and the respect that they deserve they're getting.
Yeah.
Archana auntie, you've been in the fashion industry for a while now. There have been so many fashion trends which have come, some have slayed, and others that, just missed the mark. Which one amongst them is your favorite fashion trend?
So I think more than a fashion trend, I think a way of working that has worked, in the fashion industry. So everybody's had their own takes on it. So I would say that's fusion. So I think East meets West. So I think we all are very Indian at heart, and India has so much to offer: heritage, embroidery. But when we just take a little bit of the West and merge it, it gets that's what we all are right now. We all are Indian at heart, but we all are global in our vision. So when we translate that into our clothes and make our clothes global, but yet very Indian, it really works. So they are called the fusion clothing. So for example, the gown sari.
Yeah.
So it's a sari, and it has the convenience of a gown. It has a zipper, so you just zip it on, and yet it's a sari.
Yeah.
So I think the method of working of making fusion clothing, you can translate it differently with every collection. But I think that's something I would say as a fashion trend that's come and that's stayed and that's here to stay.
It's a very good one. Simran, what about you? What's one of the fashion trends that you cannot absolutely tolerate?
I think for me, it's like horizontal stripes, because anybody who wears horizontal stripes ends up looking bigger and wider in pictures. You can be skinny and wear like a loose tee horizontal striped tee,
So
and it
true.
would just not, suit your body type or look as good. And people are still mass producing it. So I think that is one thing which I think needs to be cancelled from
But your mom
Sure.
also, with that same thing, she has done a wonders, even with that. I remember she doing the color blocking and all stuff for us. And, she could make us look a two size.
That's her forte. She can make anybody look sizes smaller. Anybody look like their best versions of themselves. Yeah.
I think that's what I like doing because, just making people look put the best foot forward.
Yeah.
It gives me so much pleasure and it gives them a new vision, a new way of looking at their own selves. They start loving
Absolutely, it's
themselves
touching
more.
nice because, whatever, wearing clothes and all, it just adds on.
Yeah.
It adds on to your confidence.
Yeah. And ultimately, everything in life is just an experience. So, when you experience yourself looking so beautiful, you start believing you are that beautiful. And that belief just changes everything. So, I love doing that.
Yeah. And you're very good at it.
Okay, thank you.
Ashna, I still clearly remember the advice that, once you had given me, we were just chit-chatting, and that stayed with me. That choose your battles right. That was really deep, and it stayed with me. And what, with your vast experience, any nuggets that you would like to share with our audience?
So I think one of the things that's very important for all of us is that, how we wear our clothes every day, we even wear an attitude every day. We don't realize it, but we wear an attitude. And it's really important to wear an attitude of gratitude because then you're in a receiving mode. Then, you receive more, you're nicer to the world is nicer to you. So I just feel that if I had to give one thing, I would just feel if people could be more humble and have more gratitude in them, then that's perfect.
So beautifully said.
Yeah. Real gratitude. It's so cool as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I just believe that a little compassion is what the world needs. No? A little compassion because we don't know what the other person is going through. A little compassion, a little kindness,
Yes.
Kindness is very important.
Very important.
And kindness never goes out of fashion.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Okay, before we wrap up, we have some fun questions for the two of you. You have to answer these as fast as you can. Archana, first, let's start with you. One thing about you that the world doesn't know.
I think my simplicity. I think that fashion is so glamorous that people perceive you to be someone else. But I think I'm a very simple person. And, people think fashion means late nights. But what they don't know is that, every day after work, I'm just waiting to go home and be with my dad who stays with me now and be with my two little puppies who are waiting for us. There's the joy of my day. That ends my day beautifully.
How sweet. Two makeup products that you absolutely love.
I love the Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury. And
really nice.
yes. And I think lashes. I love wearing good lashes. I still wear them. I don't like to get them stuck, so I wear them. So I think the Huda lashes, the half lashes of Huda are amazing.
Yeah. Beautiful. 3 things that you manifest on your daily basis.
So I think the first manifestation I make every single day is for my father that, God should just bless him with good health and take care of him and all his problems should just, so first I manifest good health for him. And then I manifest that, whatever work I do is in the right spirit. So I make things which, people will love and, I desire. So I just manifest ki jo bhi mere haath se nikle, sahi nikle. And I have a large team who works with me. So I manifest, that they should be happy because when they are happy, then the positive atmosphere is there. And so I manifest for them.
4 of your timeless trends.
I think color blocking is something that I love. I think that's a timeless trend. Layering, it really enhances. I think one trend that will never go out of fashion is a red lehenga for a bride. And I think another trend which always works is volume on your hair. So I think these 4 trends, I think I love.
5 things you would never leave the house without.
My sunglasses, my lip balm, my phone, of course, money. That's always there. I still believe in carrying some cash around and a hair clip.
Oh, lovely. Now, Simran, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Okay, Simran, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cool. One thing about you that you're extremely proud of.
Something I'm proud of. So just today, I handle mom's social media. So just today, one of our reels reached 11 million views in less than 24 hours. So congratulations. The first for us. So I'm really, really excited.
2 Instagram accounts that you suggest people to follow?
Definitely at Rachna Kocha Official and at The Upper Story.
3 songs in your playlist currently.
Move. I absolutely love that song. Unwritten. And Dil Nu.
4 things on your bucket list.
4 things on my bucket list. One would be a trip to Costa Rica. One would be bungee jumping. The third one would be taking a trek with my dogs, because I don't know if they would do it, but that would be on a bucket list. And the most important one would be to open a store in Meroli.
Oh, lovely.
5 favorite restaurants of yours in the world.
My favorite restaurants. I think the number one is Ruby Rosa for pizza in New York. We just went there and the pizza was
so good.
honestly amazing.
So good.
And I love coffee. So I think for me, Sabko really stands out in Bombay. I love brunch food. So Bougie and Poka both are great. And for Asian food in Bombay, Coco. So I think, yeah, that covers the 5.
Such foodies we are, na?
Always running towards good food.
Asha, you've been an integral pillar of the Upper Story, and it really means a lot. And I'm so glad that, now with the 2.0 Upper Story with 11th, both of you all are here.
Yes.
It's such a, I'm really delighted.
It's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us and, your family. And I think, I think of the Upper Story as my own. So we're definitely going to do a lot more in it.
And now that our daughters are here, they'll walk mile with us and take our legacies forward. Thank you, Simran.
Thank you for having me.
It has been a pleasure to interact with you today. Thank you so much, dear Archer.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Archana Auntie. Thank you, Simran, for coming. It was so much fun today, and I hope we can do afternoon teas a little bit more often.
Yes, definitely.
It was really a fun-filled afternoon.
Yes, definitely.
We really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.